So we have our Sueys to announce here. We did them last week. It was a lot of fun. It's our annual award show where we reminisce in 10 categories about a bunch of different stuff, and we're here to announce the winners now. I don't know who the winners are. It was your voting that made the winners.
I have no idea either. I hope I brought home some hardware, though. I mean,
the voting process was really tight, especially in mispronunciation. What was the spread in the mispronunciation voting?
Mispronunciation was won by 5 votes with thousands of votes.
Wow.
And that was a STUGOTZ-laden category. There was only one mispronuncification outside of the STUGOTZ, the loaded STUGOTZ conference. But let's start with the categories. What is the first? Well, it's a
montage, Dan.
Oh, it's just a montage.
Wow.
All right, let's do the whole thing then.
Nice. And now, here are the winners of the 2019 Suey Awards. Best Laugh, Kawhi Leonard. Worst Mistake Made on the Show. Billy Gill talks for 8 seconds and says nothing.
Well, Charlie had this, Charlie, as far as I know, so just Charlie's title in my
Are you going to say anything?
Best Musical Performance.
Wow.
Girl, I don't understand it. Why you want to hurt me? After all of the things I've done for you.
Oh, my God, it's horrible.
Oh, man.
Ice, champagne, and roses. Put diamonds on your finger.
Best Prediction. STUGOTZ says Boston College shouldn't give the ball to their best player right before she scores the game-winning goal.
So I've noticed the last couple of BC possessions where it seems like they've tried to force Sam. Sam tried to force something. I'd rather see someone other than Sam get the shot here. And, Brick, what I mean by that is they've been better offensively today when Sam's not forcing the action, been more of a decoy than the one generating the offense. Apuzzo, going. She's going.
Shot on goal, Boston College! On the shoulders of the Tewaaraton winner, Sam Apuzzo, will be heading to the national championship game for a 3rd straight year.
Uncomfortable moment. Greg Cody's hard network out talking about his tumor. I just want to give you a sample of what Greg Cody sounded like, which set us all off in a panic, everyone except for Greg Cody, because he's old and he's stubborn and he refuses to go to the doctor. So that's what you sounded like for the better half of a month now. Me, Dan, everyone. We told you repeatedly to go to the doctor. You ignored us. You finally went to the doctor, and the results of your visit to the doctor were what? Yeah, after several tests, they found a tumor in my chest.
It's Dan, Stu, and Greg Cody on ESPN Radio.
Best revelation. Greg Cody reveals Dan is engaged.
Oh, Greg Cody, without my permission, has reported something that very few people knew.
Greg is a mercenary.
Wow.
Yep. I'm mad right now and hurt. And
you should be all these things.
And it's funny. He's been threatening to report this on me for days. And I'm like, you wouldn't do that. He's been threatening me.
Blackmailing you?
He's just been telling me that I'm going to report this story.
Apparently he would, because he did.
There is major personal news for ESPN's Dan LeBatard. He's been keeping it secret. Here it is. That's the headline.
Wait a minute. There is his son, of course, laughing harder than anybody at what a jerk, a journalist, jackass his father is.
Best mispronunciation. STUGOTZ says Stella Artois. Stella Artois. Best dismissal. Hank Azaria dismisses Billy for rambling.
Each one of those prickly areas, if you were to watch this video, you would believe that you could just peel that off of the center of the pineapple once you've cut off the top, and it turns into like a bite-sized little piece of pineapple that you can chew. So you go and you get the pineapple, you cut off the top, and you're like, all right, perfect, this is just going to peel off, and I'm going to be eating them like M&Ms. Not the case. Then people are sticking their hands in the pineapple trying to rip off these pieces. It's not working, and it's because it was like one specific type of pineapple, I think, that you could do that way.
I kid you not that 45 seconds ago, our guest here, a big movie star in Hollywood, threw up his hands and just looked at you like, why is he still talking?
Honestly, those are seconds of my life I will never get back. Your audience will never get that
minutes
back. Watching the video would have been really boring. Hearing the video described is just impossibly boring. What were you even talking about? Who cares? My God, man. Get a hold of yourself.
Am I allowed to speak now, or what are we going to do here?
Well, keep it tight.
Best limited fake.
Jeff Passan's fake Elmo that I forgot about.
Best story. Sarah Spain's Michael Jordan story.
What's the biggest celebrity you've ever been faced with?
Ooh, I was fairly drunk at Michael Jordan's son's high school graduation party that Drake and Lil Wayne performed at.
Jeez.
And I may or may not have given him my card and said, just in case you ever need anything.
Senior?
His heiress?
What? The father?
I gave him my card.
Did it say
in
hall
case
pass on
you
it?
ever need anything.
Why would he need your help?
What did the card say? Hall pass.
It was one of my old cards from when I lived in LA, so one side was my acting headshot.
No, man, this is...
The other side was my phone number.
Starting to breathe character. 'Cause this is...
And how long before he called?
Still waiting. I had just met Michael 2 months earlier at a Super Bowl party, and I acted a little strange.
Okay.
So that when he saw me again 2 months later at his kid's graduation party,
Still remembered
he
you.
was like, "What are you doing here?"
You made an impression.
What did you do the first time you met Michael Jordan that he remembered how strange you were? Michael Jordan must meet hundreds of people.
He was in a VIP area of a party that I was covering the red carpet for. I discovered him before the party truly began, when he was alone and no one knew he was there. And so I asked if he might take a photo with me. And the security guard kept saying no, and I kept upping the ante as to why he should take a photo with me. And I may or may not have said, when you got divorced, my mom emailed me and said there's still a chance. And I may have said that when I was growing up, you lived one town over, and I used to go to your house and stand on top of my car to look over the gate and see if you were in the front yard.
That's great.
And I may have said that I had a plan once to go trick-or-treating and then faint at your door so that you'd have to bring me inside while you called 911.
Naturally, the second meeting was you showing up at his son's graduation party.
Yes. But he did eventually take the photo with me because either he thought it was funny and compelling or he was scared. But Charles Oakley was with him and took the photo, but part of his thumb covered the corner.
How much distance was the restraining order for?
Still pending.
Do you think the photo might have just been to pass around the security detail?
Potentially, I've never been back.